beautiful beings, and welcome to my sacred space. My name is Raven, and thank you so much for being here. In this channel, I do unboxings, readings. Oh my god, I haven't done them for a long time. I also do deck comparison videos, so if that's your thing, please consider subscribing to the channel. It helps me out. Today, we're just gonna have a look at this new deck. This is called the Inner Child Oracle. New deck that I purchased, actually. I don't know when this one came out, and I honestly don't even remember purchasing this deck. Oh gosh, maybe it's one of those days wherein I'm just on Amazon or whatever and just buying decks, and then, I'm surprised when they come. Anyway, so this deck is a Hay House deck by Amanda Lean Aisling. It says a 44 card deck and guidebook to heal your past and embrace your present. Very interesting style. So let's read the back. It says the Inner Child Oracle. Oh my god, I can't talk today. The inner I'm so sorry. The Inner Child Oracle is a powerful tool for seekers of deep healing and spiritual realignment. Each of the 44 cards is infused with the energy and wisdom needed to address past wounds and begin the process of self renewal, while the guidebook includes exercises and journal prompts to help your healing work. Featuring unique messages and beautiful artwork, this deck offers a safe and supportive space to explore and heal your inner child. Let this Oracle deck support you on your journey to wholeness and peace. Okay. All right. Now I'm very keen to see how it looks like the entire thing. And if you were just here to have a look at the flip through, check out my description box. I will add a timestamp there so that you can just jump to the part where you can view the images, because in this channel I talk about the guidebook, I talk about the packaging and everything about the deck. So speaking of packaging, this one has, I'm not sure if it's, there you go. It has some interesting foiling happening on, it's like a plastic stamp on the actual title, but everything else is matte. It's very smooth, and typical, oops, Hay House boxes are very, very sturdy. It says, your ultimate healing comes from within. All right, so let's have a look at the guidebook first. Okay, so this is your usual thickness. It's not super thick, but I think, we'll find out if there's enough information in this deck. All right. So you have your table of contents. You have your introduction. All right. This deck is structured around 6 different aspects of working with the inner child: awareness of the inner child, acceptance of the inner child, inner work, playfulness and joy, reparenting through self-care. I love that. Wonderment, and belief in the magical. These 6 aspects help us to meet our inner child where they are with what they need. Children flourish when they are seen, accepted, and shown that they are worthy of love through care and unwavering belief in who they are. These aspects listed above can help us reach a place where we are able to provide for our inner child now. Okay. Even if we were not properly provided for in childhood. And I love that. I love the idea of being able to be our own parent. I mean, to reparent ourselves. Like, not everyone in this entire world can absolutely say that they had like a beautiful childhood, and that they grew up in a loving home, and I wish that was the case. However, truth of the matter is, not everyone gets to have that. It's a luxury, actually. So the thing that we can do as adults is to give our inner child what we wanted when we were younger, right? So we do that, or we do that to our children. So what is your inner child? Working with your inner child. All right. How to use the deck. Okay, so instructions on how to use the deck, like how you shuffle it, how you cleanse it, and then you have the card spreads. So these are spreads. Okay, so they just provided 3, which is, I think it's enough. And they have a lot of details here anyway, and even exercises. So for for people who would like to really do action items or really work on themselves and need step-by-step guide, then this can really help you out. And then the cards meanings. So there is no representation, there's no thumbnail or whatever, but just looking at it, you have the number, the title of the card, the description, and an inner work exercise. And then you also have a journal prompt, which is good because oracle decks, a lot of people use them also for journaling, so that is good that it's already there and readily available. Okay, that is it. Okay, later we'll have a look at what the actual messages are. I'm gonna pull a card from the deck and then we'll review the description provided. But that's it for the guide. Oh, look, this is so cute. Oh, wow. Okay, look, I am so giddy. I love the look of the backing. Maybe that's one of the reasons why I purchased this deck, because it is very, very pretty. I like this style. I love that it's the moon. I love that it has some floral elements around it, some astrological vectors. I'm not so sure if you can see, but yeah, it has it's like a constellation map. You have Cancer here, it's fancy. I like it. Very beautiful. It's feminine, but at the same time, it's just absolutely beautiful. I wonder what happened here, because this part, the flower is not faded, so I'm not sure if that's a print mistake, or if the cloud or the mist is supposed to be just up to here. But I'm nitpicking. Let's talk about the cardstock. Oh, okay, not so bad. So this is not your Hay House wafer thin cardstock that's similar to the Enchanted Map Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. This one has some thickness to it. There's a bit of resistance. Cardstock is matte. It's not your rose petal matte, but it's nice. It's nice that it doesn't have a glare. If I look at it through my computer and try to reflect the sun outside, it doesn't really give me it doesn't throw light back at me, so that's good for people who are using their oracle decks for online readings, and they have to video like this. Then there's no problem if you're using a ring light. The sides are quite sharp, but most decks are when they are new. This is not edged, so it would be nice to edge it probably in pink or purple, but really I don't have time to do that anymore. But okay. Oh, what's number 1? What is number 1? Why is it missing? Is it just me? No, let's see. Whoa. Is my deck... Yeah. It says A Time to Remember. Is my deck missing a card? Well, that's sad. I'm gonna have to have a look. But for now, we are going to go through with the flip through. So I'm going to zoom in and we'll start. Okay, great. We found the missing card. I think I must have inserted it earlier. What do you guys think? Oh, MG. I think this deck is a good mix of celestial, ethereal, and, terrestrial. It gives me the feeling of being at home and at the same time being connected to the universe, if that makes sense. When I was doing the flip through earlier, it really does feel. How do you explain that feeling wherein you are kind of like so eager to go to some place like you have been there before, but you haven't? It's not saudade, right? It's like missing a place. It does have that vibe on me. I feel like, you know it's so pretty. It is absolutely so pretty, and I want to be there, but somehow I feel like I have been, or something, or maybe that longingness of being in that space, in that area, is making me feel like I have been there. Or maybe I'm just experiencing some sort of like a deja vu. But I really do like the quality of the cards. Like, the print is very nice. I love how she's able to like embed different or create layers into the design to make it a bit more meaningful. Like, for example, aside from the women dancing here, she added smoke, like she added and crystals here, this moon, it and then the galaxy in the middle. It reminds me of this deck that I'm working on. Oh my god, I started on it in 2021, I think, towards the end of 2021, and I parked it, and it has been stuck in the parking lot forever. Like, I don't know, I haven't really had the chance to really work on this deck, but I'm gonna try to find some time soon because I'm really getting inspired. Um, my artwork is nowhere near as pretty as this, I think. Like, mine is just like a digital collage. This one, she really painstakingly took the time to, fill in every part of the image, like with the landscape here, like the lily pond here, the field here, the meadow. It's just absolutely gorgeous. But despite all of that, it doesn't feel heavy, or it doesn't feel like there's too much going on. It feels like everything is still seamless, like it's just your background. This is so cute. Um, and yeah, like I said, the cards, they work well together. It's very cohesive, like the style. It's just very fluid. And at the same time, the keywords are just so spot on. I love how encouraging it is. I love how supportive it is, and it's really the perfect deck that one needs to actually, get through some of your childhood wounds. I just feel like speak to yourself with kindness. You know what? When I was saying earlier that I don't think my artwork is near as pretty as what this deck has, I was thinking, okay, is my inner self going to like that? I'm just kind of like subtly putting myself down, and then I saw this and I paid attention to this card. So my artwork is different from this one, but I think my artwork is also very pretty. There you go. Rectifying the situation immediately. This is beautiful. It feels cold. Some of the cards that we had a look at, they'd have different temperature. That's something that I noticed in this deck. Some cards feel very, very cold, like that one, like misty. You can really feel it. And then the others are just so, it's like hearth, like this one. And then we're talking about home. So you know what I mean? I think it's really amazing that the artist and, the deck creator, they were able to give that vibe, give that feeling, and not just give you an aesthetic deck of cards, It does come with that energy, and that is fantastic. I love this deck. It's so different from what I usually have. And I am honestly very keen to use this because, maybe it's time for me to really check back in with my inner child. Feel like, I'm feeling a lot of stress and exhaustion recently. So maybe I do need to check back in and find out, like, what is up. So we're shuffling this deck. I have small hands, but I had no trouble shuffling this one like that. Let's try sideways. Okay, that's my fault. Easy as well. The cardstock is great. Doesn't fly everywhere. It's easy to carry. It holds the same, or it holds the right amount of weight. Let's see, Spirit. What do we need to know? To know right now, Spirit? What do we need to know right now? Give us a card. Choose yourself today. Do not deny your importance. See, somehow it kind of like correlates to what I was saying earlier. Okay, number 8. Choose yourself today. Okay, and there you go. Our inner child has always been sensitive to a promise broken, a desire disregarded, or a hope lost. It is paramount that we show our inner child, and by default our present selves, that they are important to us through our actions. So the acceptance exercise for this is ask yourself what it looks like for your inner child to be important to you today, this week, this month, and this year. Write down your answers on a piece of paper. Some of these answers might be overwhelming or seem unattainable, and that's okay. Look at your answers and make a list of ways you can show yourself that you are important every day. Try to distill your weekly, monthly, and yearly answers into a 10 or 15 minute what? Try to distill your weekly, monthly, and yearly answers into a 10 or 15-minute daily task. For example, if your yearly answer is to write a book, then a daily task could be to write 20 words each day. Once you have a list, write each task down on a piece of paper, folding each one and placing it into a bowl or a similar container. Pick one item each day to do for yourself. Make sure to practice celebrating yourself after each task has been completed. Okay, so for the responsive journaling prompt, it says, are there aspects of yourself that you feel might not be worthy of praise, or accomplishments that you feel you're not good enough? If so, give yourself praise. No matter how insignificant your accomplishments may seem to you, when you give yourself praise, do so with enthusiasm of a proud parent when presented with a masterpiece of a toddler. Wow. I think that kind of like got a little bit personal, so sorry if I had to drag you into this reading for myself, but yeah, that's very good. This is so, I don't know, it's just so spot on with my situation. Today I woke up and I said I wanted to sleep and I wanted to sleep some more, but I had to take care of the cats. And now I'm being told to, choose yourself just once today. And then earlier we discussed about, or I mentioned about this deck that I have been working on since 2021. And in the description itself, it kind of like mentions that, we have to keep our promises to ourselves. And yeah, maybe I should start, working back on the deck, maybe at least an hour a week, if I find time. No, and I have to make time for it. So yeah, I think, this is a perfect deck to really, check in, or, call out ourselves, because that's exactly what it did to me, at least. And I'm grateful. And I hope I have like a long relationship with this deck, like a long and deep relationship with this deck. I am happy. I'm keeping this deck, and I'm so excited about the many things that I will learn about myself, my inner child, and how I can better myself, right? So there you go. That is my deck review. Do you want this deck? Do you have it? I mean, are you doing the journal prompts religiously? Let me know what you guys think. I would love to hear your thoughts. If you enjoyed this video, leave me a comment or subscribe to my channel for future videos like this. Also, I tried doing the Amazon affiliates thing. Just maybe I can earn from it. Just maybe, I'm not trying to exploit anyone, but it is there. I left a link in the description box if you do want to purchase this one. And voila, that is it. Thank you so much for being here. Hope you have a beautiful day.